हे गाइस, आज हम बात करने वाले हैं सबसे ज्यादा मोस्ट कंफ्यूजिंग टॉपिक ऑफ ऑडिट, दैट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन ऑडिट स्ट्रेटजी, ऑडिट प्लानिंग एंड ऑडिट प्रोग्राम. So pack your bags and get ready on a ship with me to learn about these things. Let's get started. So the first term which we are going to learn today is audit strategy. So audit strategy in general terms means planning or developing a strategy to win over your enemy. I want you to think these things from this perspective, that audit planning is the father and audit strategy and audit programming are its child. Next, audit strategy sets as a base with which explanation of information regarding the entity is collected, and on the basis of that information, the auditor makes its plans. Before knowing the difference between the terms audit planning and audit strategy, first let's discuss about the difference between planning and strategy. Planning is static, but strategy is dynamic in nature. Second, planning outlines the step designed to achieve a single objective, whereas strategy is overall team method for reaching the goal. Third, planning is most often only for short-term period, but strategy refers to a long-term efforts. Fourth is planning is a part of longer-term strategy, whereas strategy evolves over time. Let's understand the difference between these terms with the help of example. Suppose you are playing football, and how you are going to take the football amidst the opposite team player towards the goal is known as your audit strategy. Your audit plan is to hit the goal, and the person who is assigned the authority to take the ball towards the goalpost is known as audit programming. We have covered a brief overview of the difference between these terms. Now we are going to learn about the activities which are performed in audit strategies, audit programming and audit planning in detail. In first part, let's discuss the activities performed in audit strategy. Activities are finding the characteristics of engagement. Second, reporting objective. Third is nature, time and extent of resources that are going to be used. And the fourth is preliminary engagement done by auditor in order to understand the entity. नाउ कॉम्प्लेक्स टर्म्स तो बहुत हो गई, लेकिन अब इस स्लाइड में हम डिस्कस करेंगे कि उन कॉम्प्लेक्स टर्म्स के अंदर क्या है. So let's discuss about what is included in characteristics of engagement. It includes activities like financial reporting framework of entity, industry specific requirement in which the entity falls, nature of relationship between parent company and its subsidiary company, content of which work of the other auditor is taken into consideration, determining the impact of information technology on auditing procedure while performing audit, and the last, determining the areas to collect client's personal data, which helps the auditor to understand the relationship between clients and its subsidiaries. Now let's see what are the activities which are defined in the point reporting objective. The first is date and period before which auditor have to complete his report. Second, deciding how the management personnel are going to help in audit. Third is discuss with management about what type of report they wanted. And the last, fourth, is auditor should decide the frequency with which they have to communicate with management for giving the status of their audit. Third complex term in audit strategy was preliminary engagement and significant factors. So activities involved in these terms are determining materiality as per SC 320, analyzing the result of previous audit, and trying to find out the evidence of management commitment. And the last one is checking the impact of changed circumstances. So last term of audit strategy is nature, time and extent of resources. So activities which are included in this are selection of engagement team, assignment to be assigned to engagement team people, means who is going to do what work, determination of engagement budget, as budget is very important. If you analyze the activities which are performed in audit strategy, you will get to know that it includes everything, starting from knowing and understanding the entity's business to determining who is going to perform what work. But always remember one thing, what I have said earlier, That is, audit planning is Papa, and audit strategy and audit programming are its child. Now, activities which are taken up by auditor in audit strategy have set up a base for auditor to plan his audit. So let's discuss the activities which are involved in audit planning. Now, while seeing the activities involved in audit planning, anyone can see कि यार इसमें तो वही सारे points हैं जो हम पहले discuss कर चुके हैं. But there are some point of differences, that is like acquiring knowledge of client business, accounting system and policies, and determining the reliability of internal controls. I know that major points are already covered in audit strategy, but don't forget the thing which I told you, that is audit strategy is a child of audit planning, or I should say audit strategy is a subset of audit planning. Now let's see the activities which are performed in those points which are not covered in audit strategy. That is determining and understanding of client's industry. Second is understanding the accounting policy used by entity. Third is ask entities objective strategies adopted by the business entity. Fourth is measuring and reviewing the entity's financial performance. And the last thing is getting knowledge regarding the nature of entity. In order to get knowledge regarding nature of entity, auditor have to see following points. That is, type of operation performed by entity, areas in which entity made investment, types of investment made by entity, how entity raises its finance, hierarchy of structure, and the last is who own how much share in ownership. At the end, we have came to last topic of this differentiation, that is audit programming. If I want to explain this audit programming term in general terms, then it is a series of scheduled prepared in accordance with audit plan. If I further clarify, this is it is deciding in advance who is going to perform what. And to decide who is going to perform what, auditor have to consider following matters, that is, he have to find out the nature of business, overall plan, size of the organization, information as regarding organization, and accounting and management policies. यार ये नेचर ऑफ बिजनेस टर्म हम इस वीडियो में बहुत बार सुन चुके हैं, सो इसी के बारे में डिस्कस कर लेते हैं कि है क्या. सो it includes examination done by auditor regarding financial and accounting organization of a business by visiting client's place. Second, checks how the transaction are processed in actual scenario, means actual में क्या होता है ये तो वहीं जाके पता चलता है. So these things defines what is the nature of business. Now thank you guys for watching my video, and if you like my video then I request you to comment the topic which you want me to make video. Or if you can't do this, then please mention the name of your known CA or any other professional person with whom I can connect and provide you results which are beneficial for all the parties.